In this video, we will set up and run a Minecraft server on Oracle OCI. And the idea came that from last, I think 2-3 weeks back, my kid, he was asking me to buy a Minecraft game he wanted to play. And I just gave him some challenge that, okay, you need to complete that one. And meanwhile, 2 days back, Oracle has released a new shape, which is basically a cloud ARM-based cloud computing, so that we can use that one. And I saw another article where how to set up and run a free Minecraft server on Oracle OCI. So I thought, let me try out that one. So that's where this whole exercise started, and let's go and start. So as a first task, what we will do, I'm not sure if you have a account on Oracle Cloud or not, but even if you don't have, it's very simple. You just need to go and click on the sign into cloud or a sign up for a free cloud tier, and then you can set up your free account on Oracle Cloud. There are certain process to go through it, but what I will do, I will run through, and I will log in into my account, and let's see how we will set it up. Uh, Free install Minecraft server on Oracle OCI, and what are the process we are going to follow. Step-by-step process. It's a short video, and you can see within next 10 to 15 minutes we will be able to just spin up the virtual machine and then install the server. Okay, so let's start from okay, so before creating a VM instance, I thought to give you some context into that one. Usually that's easy to manage it. So there's a concept of compartments, and in the compartments, what you do is a primary building blocks, which you can use to organize and your cloud resources, and you can isolate. Basically, it's easier to manage, and when you get your account, then you will have a default compartment which is called root. So we'll create a new compartment. So compartment for Minecraft. All right, so let's create compartment. So this is the specific area we got it for this Minecraft servers, and then we will start from creating a VM instance. And if you're new, I mean you never tried on working on Oracle Cloud, or then so VM, it basically provides you a secure compute capacity in the cloud for your workload or for your application, whatever you wanna install in it. Now let's go create a VM instance in that one, and then we will just click on VM instance. Now this is here you need to keep your name, for example instance Minecraft or Minecraft instance, it's up to you. So you choose the instance. Then here if you see, these are the compartments, and then the root compartment is showing, so we will show it's my place, and I will choose the Minecraft, which we just created it. And then we will go and we'll choose some of the other information. Now if you're new to the Oracle OCI, and so Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is hosted in regions and availability domains. Now the region is, you can see it's a localized geographical area, and within the region what we're calling as availability domain, and availability domain is one or more data centers. Basically they are located within the region, and a region is composed of one or more availability domains. So most of the Oracle Cloud Infrastructure resources are either region specific, such as virtual cloud network which are going to create it, or any specific or an instance which are specific to a region. And availability domains are isolated from each other. For example, if you see here this AD1, AD2, AD3, and you see free eligible, always free eligible services, so you can have it with you. So these are basically isolated from each other, and they are fault tolerant and very unlikely to fail, at the same time. So that's how Oracle Cloud provides you the availability on the infrastructure level, because they have redundancy on that one. So we'll choose the availability domain or anyone, and then that's another one is here is the image or a shape. So these are the shapes. if you're new to the shape, so shape is a template that determines the number of OCPUs, amount of memory, and other resources are allocated. Or you're gonna allocate to instance. So compute shapes are available with different formats, like different architecture, AMD processors, Intel processor, and let's go and change over here. You see AMD, Intel, Ampere. This is the new one, ARM-based processor, just announced 2 days back. And these shapes are flexible based on that. If you see standard, if you go Intel ARM, then into HPC, so AMD. So let's go to Ampere, which is our ARM-based processor, which is just announced 2 days back. And if you see always free eligible, so we'll select it, and then we will choose what is the number of OCPUs required. For example, we required 2 OCPU. All right. Then amount of memory, what we require, either you can put it here, or for example, we need only 6. Make it from here, 6 GB. That's how you will select the shape. And 2, if you see 2 CPU, memory 6 GB. If you want to choose it even 4, we can do that one also. 4 CPU. We can terminate after that. And let's select the shape. And if you see from here, it's 4 core OCPU, 6 GB memory. And then we need to go to the. So Oracle Cloud Infrastructure offers Ampere Ultra processors, and the industry first, I think, 80-core ARM server with flexible sizing from 1 to 80 OCPUs and 1 to 64 GB of memory per core. And just to go back the origin of ARM processors. Now these ARM processors are developed by ARM Limited. And what they're doing, it's a new architecture which is based on advanced RISC machines. And that's a family of basically reduced instruction set computing, or RISC architectures for computer processors. And these are configured for various environments. And this architecture is including systems on chips, SoC, and systems on modules, SOM, that incorporate different components such as memory, interfaces, and radios. Until now, 180 billion ARM-based processors have been shipped in mobile phones, IoT sensors, and other devices. And definitely this technology has evolved so that a lot of data centers and number of large or enterprise type of companies and workloads are using it, because they scale linearly and provide predictable performance and the highest density of the cores. So that's the reason behind that one. And I think we need to maybe have a more detail on the architecture concepts of ARM-based computing. Now let's continue our session on this one, our exercise on the networking. Now on the networking side, if you're aware about it, Oracle, it's a virtual or private network which you set up in Oracle data center. And if you'll talk, it closely resembles to a traditional network, which is on-premise network, which you set up with the firewall rules and specific types of communication gateways that you usually choose. And this now virtual cloud network, which is VCN, it resides on a Oracle Cloud Infrastructure region and covers one or more CIDR blocks of your choice. If you see, we will create a new virtual cloud network, and let's name it Minecraft, just for the sake of. Similarly, then we will create a new public subnet. Now, subnets are subdivisions of your VCN. So these are some compartments. So these are some divisions which you can set up. Now, subnets contain virtual network interface cards, which are common VNIC, which is called, which we usually need to attach to the instance. Now we'll choose create a new virtual cloud network. We create a new subnet, and then also we'll create a new subnet. We'll create Minecraft. CIDR block will keep it. These are our compartments, and now we assign a public IPv4 addresses because we need to access it from externally to the internet. So we need to assign a public IPv4 address. Then There's another concept of adding SSH keys. Now these are basically credentials that how you will be working with Oracle Cloud infrastructures. There are common credentials are being used with the OCI, which is either a traditional way of using it, console password, which you will get from your administrator, or then API signing keys, which you usually use with the API, RSA key pair or in a PEM format, and you can use the console to generate private and public key pair for you. And then auth token, there's another authentication method, authenticating with third-party APIs that do not support Oracle Cloud infrastructures, signature-based authentication. You can have, for example, you can have a auth token as your password with Swift clients. Now then we will using instance SSH keys, which is basically assessing a compute instance, which is our which we're going to use now, SSH keys. And these SSH keys types are supported RSA, DSA, DSS, and number 4. So it brings your own image. You're, responsible for managing the SSH keys type that are supported. So for example, instances like Linux and all that one, they use an SSH key pair instead of password to authenticate a remote user. This is what we needed. And a key pair consists of private and public key pair, right? For instance, when we wanted to connect it, so what we will do, we will generate the private and save public key both then, and then we will save them so that we can use them to access it. So let's first save private key, and we will keep it in our download folder. All right. Similarly, we will save the public key. Okay, so we have saved both one. Boot volume, we will keep the standard, we'll uncheck this one, and then we'll keep the standard boot volume which are assigned to it. And then let's go and move and click on the create. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So it's provisioning, and till that time we can just wait. It will take just few minutes to get provisioned. If you see, create instance is accepted, in progress, and if you see even the public IP address is assigned. So if we go back instance details, by the time it should take a few minutes to even get created. So I think we need to choose our, the compartment. So I will choose my compartment name from here. Okay, so instance is running. If you can see from here, the instance is running. So instance success, this one public IP address and all that one. All right, so we got it now. So now what we will do, we will go back to and access the public IP. We got the instance. Now we need to install the Minecraft, right? So, or before even, we need to connect to the VM before installing the Minecraft. So we know we have the Minecraft server. So what we will do, we will copy this one, the IP address, and then we will connect to the instance which we need to connect to the putty. And I'm just doing it intentionally because I know there is a, we need to create an putty formatted key, but I thought to just give you the scenario that what's going to happen. For example, if we are going to connect it, so we need, and by default user, which is OPC, and then now we need to the authentication, which we need as a key. So we need to have a in a putty format key, which we don't have right now. So to generate that one, what we will do, we will open the putty generator, and then we will use the same key which we just created it, and then we will create it. So we will load the private key which we just downloaded from our instance. So if you key from here, public key and a private key, okay, we loaded the private key, and then what we will do, we will just save the private key. Let's save it. It's already written. Okay, we don't need passphrase, and then we save. But, just okay. So this is okay. We'll close it. Now we got the key. So let's browse, and if you will see from here, now the ppk formatted keys, we got it. Now let's click on it. Okay, and OPC user, and here you go. So you are connected with the instance which we just now created with the IP for the Minecraft server installation. Now that's we got it. So now let's we need to install the Minecraft server which is Java based. So we'll check what is our, we need to install Java. So list jdk. Okay. Okay. Oops, I think I need to. Okay, it's gonna show us. So because we need for the Minecraft server requires runs on Java, so that's why we need to install the Java development JDK on the VM, and we need to check the version, which version is available to install. That's how we were doing it, and then let's what was the version which we got? It JDK 11.01. So I think this one was the version. Okay, so let's copy this one. Okay, and all right. So now what we will do, we will install it. Okay, sudo yum install, and then the version which we copied it just now. Okay, it started installing. And after the installation is completed, it's an easy process, frankly. And I will add in the show notes from where I'm also following up the details on that one. Okay, so yes, all right, downloading packages, and it's gonna be installed. If you will see, okay, it's downloading. And after this step, we will reconfirm the installed Java version, and then we will go to the Minecraft server here, for example, and we will copy link address. That's the downloading the Minecraft Java Edition server. Okay, let's confirm the Java version. Okay, so it has this one of the Java version. Now we will go and install the Minecraft. So for that we need to go to the Minecraft download, and then we copied the download location, and then we will come back on our VM machine which we just get, and then we will pass that information, and then let's services jar command not found. Okay, wget, so sorry. Yeah. Okay, so it just got installed on the server.jar file, and now what we need to do is we need to run the server, and there will be okay, before running the server, if you go here and then you see these are different commands, what we need to do is we need to accept this EULA text file. So if we will try before that one, we'll get an error. So let's open this one, and then we will run the file and accept the agreement. That's what it says, so accept the EULA. which is its read, understand, user license agreement basically. Let's open the file in VI editor eula.text. Oops. Okay, now I think we need to do a nano. EULA text is there? No, there's no EULA text. Okay, I think we need to run first, and then this file will be available. Okay, so let's try to start the server. Java this XMS. If you see from here, even the initial memory size, these are like one XMS 512 memory size XMX 1024M XMS 101024M jar server.jar no GUI. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, it gives an error. Now let's see, we'll see, and then there is a EULA text file is there. Okay, now we'll go insert and we will change these false to true, and we will save this one. Oops, okay, so we have done this one, and now let's again, what we need to do is before running, we need to do some firewall settings, which we could have done it earlier, but we thought to install the server and then let's run it. And now we need to do some security and firewall configuration setting. Okay, we will go in our instance, and then we will go to the where is our network? Okay. Oh, from here we can go even from the subnet. If we can check from here, this is subnets, and then we can see a default security list. We need to add the ingress roles on that one, and we can give you the documents reference link what all these security lists which allows you to the TCP, and we need to add 2 ingress roles. One is for CIDR, and that's a 000 TCP. That's true, and the source all, and the port is 25565, and that's add another ingress role. We need to add another one, CIDR, then 000. Now we need to create a UTP and all, and then again the port, destination port 25565. Okay, source is all CIDR. All right, it's good to go. Okay, so we've added 2 rules, and now we will go back in our VM machine to the SSH, and we will open up these ports on the VM firewall basically. So we'll use these commands to open the firewall. The CMD MAN permanent zone equal public add port equal 25565 TCP. Okay, similarly we need to add another one with the UTP. All right, so we are done. Now we need to reload that one, firewall CMD reload. Okay, we are good to go. So now we can start the server. So Java, I think we have already the command. Yeah, no GUI, and let's see. And that's it. Frankly, that's it. It's gonna start the server, and we are ready with the Minecraft server. And then we need to download. This is the uh, with the document which followed, and then setting a Minecraft server, then all that one, and then we need to access it. We need to install the launcher of Minecraft, connecting to the Minecraft server, and use the public API which we IP which we used, and then we will access it. That's how it was simple, and we used it. And I think it's gonna take, maybe, if you can imagine how much time it took us, maybe 15-20 minutes overall to create and spin up the VM machine on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, and create a new server and install the Minecraft server. And thank you so much for listening. And if you want to get more information on cloud with ARM-based computing, I will put it in the show notes. This is very good from Oracle Executive Vice President Clay. That was 2 days back, I think on 25th of May. Thank you so much. So what I will do now, as my task is I will play on the weekend, and today is Thursday, so I will be playing on weekend with my kid. And hopefully, by the time he will be able to complete his task of managing the, which I gave him as a challenge. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful and blessed life.